What's up, gentlemen? I want to talk a little bit about turbos and superchargers, nitrous. I'm going to touch a little bit on the basics of all this. Get some calls, and it seems like some guys aren't really understanding what boost is, so I'm going to explain it. Basically, your engine's like an air pump, all right? So the more air you can get in there, the more power you can get out the motor. All right, so the engine doesn't care if it's one turbo, two turbos. It doesn't care if it's a supercharger. It doesn't care. You're just forcing more air into the motor. So the more air you can force into the motor, the more fuel, the more spark, more power. Nitrous is a little different. It's not really forcing more air per se, but it's injecting a particular molecule, chemical in there that's way more dense than air is. So you can get a better explosion, supply enough fuel, and again, more power. So whether you want a single turbo or twin turbo, it's really on your preference. There's really a lot of science when it goes into sizing your turbo for your motor, whether it's twin turbos or a single turbo. If you want boost, I'm going to explain the differences between going with the supercharger versus a turbocharger. A turbocharger runs off exhaust energy. Okay, so the exhaust that's coming out your car right now, if you got a stock motor, you go turn your car on, go behind the engine, not the engine, but behind the exhaust pipe, put your hand there, you're going to feel some hot air coming out. Basically, that's what a turbo's using to spin the turbine. Okay? So spin the turbine to push more air into your motor. All right, so it doesn't matter if it's one turbo, like I said, or two turbos. Supercharger runs a little different, all right? It's still pushing air into the motor from a turbine, but it's using the crank to power it. All right, so when guys call me, they say, what's the best to go with, Max? I tell them, well, I need to know what you're doing. And really, it's your preference. For me, a street car that's sees a lot of city stoplight to stoplight, I'm going to tell you go with a supercharger. All right? Supercharger makes the power down low. Now, if you're a highway boulevard bruiser, or you're cruising on the highway 70, 80 miles an hour, and you want to get into a run, turbo's the way to go. Turbos are way more efficient because they're running off energy that's already going out the car. Okay? So just got to pick your poison. What do you like? Some guys just like the look of twin turbos because they have a show car. That's great. Some guys just want the maximum power they can get. If you want maximum power, you want maximum efficiency, I'm going to say go with a turbo. But some guys just want to light up the tires. And that's all you want to do then. I'm going to tell you go with a supercharger. Now, that's my preference. You have to do a little bit of research to see what you like. And if you're not sure what you like, you just want to go with, whatever, then I can give you a recommendation. All right, or any shop that you're going to go with can give you a recommendation. But ultimately, you kind of need to know at least the basics of how this stuff works, and you're a better consumer. You can make a better purchase. All right, that's it, guys. The basics. Have a good one.